What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode. Cloud chasing. This your boy, Big Clout. First and foremost, I want to thank y'all for riding with me this long. I know I took a 2 month hiatus. I've been gone for about 2 months, but if you listen in my background really close, man, my stuff is. Can y'all hear me? I'm messing up already. Like I be. Y'all can see me? Can y'all hear me? Look, I don't got my speaker. I'm struggle streaming, y'all. I'm struggle streaming. It's your boy Big Cloud Chasing, where we mix the culture with the real estate. Let me back up some. I got somewhat of a new setup here, if you noticed. If you noticed, can you see that? If you noticed, a little bit of a new setup. Same dashiki, new setup. A little bit. Still working on getting connection, some stuff. But anyway, look, I've been gone for 2 months. I do apologize, but hey, if you listen real closely in the background, you may hear a baby. I got my newborn baby. She's right here next to me, right here, right? I may have to pick her up from time to time. This show's not going to be that long. Should be under 30 minutes. My other children are asleep. They attend. They have a sense to want to wake up from time to time and bust in on the show. And so if they do that, I do apologize, but we're going to keep the show rolling. Tonight, we're talking about New York City's anti-homeless solution. New York City's anti-homeless solution. Look, it's been crazy. Y'all know what we do over here at Cloud Chasing, where we mix the culture with the real estate. We talk about real estate. We talk about these evictions that's been going crazy. A lot of it because of the pandemic and things of that nature. However, we're gonna be a little bit ghetto today because I don't have my complete on my setup how I had it before, and so I'm missing some stuff because of my girls. They did something with my speaker. So anyway, I'm gonna show y'all the video, share the screen, see the video, but I'm going to play the audio for the video on my cellular device. That's what's going to happen tonight because I don't have my speaker. And I'm not quite sure if you guys can actually ever hear. Salute to the man, Owen. um, I'm not sure if you guys can really hear the audio without me playing it through the speaker. So we going to build it while we fly. Salute to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels himself. And so we going to get right into it. But tell me where y'all at in the country. Let me know where y'all at and how y'all feel about how to help prevent homelessness on your streets or in the metro area where you live at. I'm not going to go into too many details, but me witnessing homelessness in California versus homelessness here in Virginia, it's a vast difference, right? Homelessness in California is like rampant. Homelessness here in Virginia, where I'm at, it's a few homeless people, nowhere near as many homeless here in VA as it is in California. Now, with that said, New York City, huge population of people. But you know what I heard about New York? I heard they got more rats than they got people. I don't know. I've been in New York one time. We went there once. Um, but they have a solution to the homelessness, right? I would imagine that, the main places in New York, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Long Island, New York City, New York. Am I in the right areas, y'all? I don't really know too much about New York outside of like the tourist stuff. Harlem. Um, I would imagine that the homelessness there is pretty rapid as well. And it's got to the point that it's so bad that they have these um, crazy architect um, benches in the city to divert homeless people from sleeping on the benches in the city. That's how they're fighting homelessness in New York City and in San Francisco and in London. The structure of some of these benches and some of these places that you'll see is supposed to deter people homeless people from actually staying there and sleeping in the areas. So we're gonna get into the article, to the video, not so much an article. New York City anti-homeless solutions, basically, is how they frame it. Now, just for my people, since I've been gone for 2 months, if you don't know who I am, let me reintroduce myself. This is Big Clout. This is Clout Chasing, where we mix the culture with the real estate. I have an associate's degree in real estate. I have a certificate of completion in real estate. I have a certificate of completion in commercial real estate, right? Property management, commercial real estate. I also have a bachelor's degree in business management with a concentration in real estate. I also have owned multiple properties, just two. I've rented one of those, both of them out at times. Rented those properties out, dealt with property managers, fired property managers, evicted tenants, had to find tenants, had to promote market properties, and I've dealt with it all. I've managed properties from across the country. I've sold property. I've bought property, and I currently work. I was working for military housing for a year, and now I work as a property manager, and that's who I am. So it's nice to meet you, right? And I tell y'all all that not to pat myself on the back or anything like that, but just to let you know that I know a little bit about the real estate game, right? Oh, I also have a California salesperson's license, right? So I'm I'm licensed real estate agent for the state of California, and I plan on getting that transferred to Virginia. Now, hopefully I can get that done next year. Anyway, with all that being said, nice to meet you. My baby's Googling in the background. Mother babies may walk in, who knows? But like I said, this is going to be ghetto, so I'm going to play the video on the screen. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk about it. If y'all want to join the show, hit the link in the description, or hit the link. I dropped the link. Wait, let me see. Let me show y'all. There's the link right there. Boom. You can hit the link and join the show. It's in the comment section. And we can talk about it, the situation with the homelessness, and what y'all got going on in y'all areas. That's better. I feel a little bit more comfortable. And what y'all got going on in y'all area. So, and normally I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on Instagram as well, or one or the other. But since I'm using my phone to play the audio from the video, I switched it up. I'm not sure if because I can't hear myself through audio. Like I don't have headphones. I can't find my earbuds. I don't have my speaker, and so this is gonna be a lot of big ghetto. So forgive me for that. I do apologize for this being a ghetto new release episode. But this article about this information about New York City and how they're fighting homelessness is very interesting. We're gonna get into some stuff. So let's just get into the video. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Yeah.
So if you needed any more proof that New York City was designed by assholes, I just thought I would put this here. I used to live right around Marcy Avenue. And they have these grates where you'll have kind of hot air come up from underground. I think it's from the subway. I'm not exactly sure. But it'll just kind of, I think it's like for ventilating the subway. And what happened in the winter, because you have a lot of homeless people in New York City, because of both mental illness and also the fact that a shitty studio apartment cost upwards of $2,200, is you had...
Pause it. The man said a studio apartment could cost up to $2,200. How do people live in like New York and California? Like for real. Like with rent being for a studio $2,200. Look, when we were in California about 2 years ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, we was renting a studio, and this is before the pandemic, and that studio was about $1,200, about $1,200. It was a luxury studio. It was 500 square feet. It was just me, my wife, and my oldest child at the time. And lease came up, and we decided to move in with my sister instead of paying another $100 a month. They raised the rent $100, so it went from 1,200 to 13. That's what it was going to go to. And I was like, "This is what 2018." That was 2017, 2018. I was like, "Yo, I'm not doing this for a studio." Now we're talking about 2022, 2023 in New York City. 2,200 for a studio. Get back into it.
People
that would sleep on these grates so that they wouldn't freeze to death.
That would sleep on these grates so that they wouldn't freeze to death.
Two or three or four homeless people sleeping on these at a time.
At some point to have like 2 or 3 or 4 homeless people sleeping on these at a time. And what they did is instead of like try to figure out how they can solve the root cause of the homeless problem, I talked about this in a recent video where New York City's paying $3,500 to $4,500 about a month to a quote charity that Cuomo had started 25 years ago. What they do is they put this stuff over it so that it's actually painful, so that now you can't lie down on this to sleep, because not only is it a metal grate, but it also sticks up in certain sections. Like you can see this one sticks up higher than some of the
would actually feel physical pain.
Cool.
And
So they designed this so that people would actually feel physical pain if they tried to lay on it. Imagine if you have not. Imagine being homeless if you've never been. You're in New York. It's December. It's cold. You have a job, but the job is not enough money to pay a rent payment for a studio. You don't really have family and friends that you could live with, roommate with. So you end up living on the street. You go to get some form of warmth, some snuggling. And so you find these grates that's, I believe, connected to the subway system, and it blows the hot air out from time to time. It's from what I gathered from a couple of other videos. And you're like, "Yo, I'm going to go lay on this grate and at least get some warmth and hopefully some rest." But normal grates are flat, straight, no issues. These ones, you see how they're designed to cause physical pain, to make it so uncomfortable that you just can't bear the sharpness, the pain, the awkwardness of the design. So you cannot even get a piece of rest and a piece of warmth from this area if you try to lay on the grates. This is their solution. And in little designs like this, from benches being really small or all throughout certain places in parks in the Big Apple. Let's continue.
That would totally so that if somebody were to lie down on this, they would actually feel physical pain. And I'm confident that would totally fix the homeless problem in New York City. All you got to do is put these grates on top of here, so that if someone tries to sleep somewhere where they will be warm and not die.
Let me come back. Did I stop sharing? Did y'all see what I seen? Anybody in the back? Nope. All right, cool. Anybody? We all heard and seen the same thing. Hopefully y'all heard it. I told you this is going to be ghetto. Right? And so, once again, you say big clout, but what's this got to do with real estate at all, right? You the real estate guy. You got the degrees. You got the knowledge. You work in property. You're a property manager. What's this? Any of this got to do with real estate? Well, the fact of the matter is, people who are homeless on the streets, a majority of those people are homeless and on the streets. Why? Because of lack of affordable housing. That's how the government, the local bodies throughout the country would like to say it. Lack of affordable housing. I would say it's lack of high wage paying jobs. That's what I would say. People have jobs. A lot of unemployment is not 50%. Unemployment is not 80%. People out here have jobs. I know someone that has 3 jobs. I know plenty of people who have 2 jobs. I myself thinking about trying to get a side job. What do you think YouTube is? You think I'm just here just to, give you information? Yes, I'm here to share the information, but this is also a side job, right? It's a business, right? To fight homelessness, it's not necessarily a lack of affordable housing. It's more so a lack of mental health facilities and a lack of job trade training. Did you hear that? Job trade training. People need new skills that will give them higher paying jobs. They need the skills of the higher paying jobs, right? Something in the tech world, a trade, electrician, plumber, things of that nature, carpentry, even digital, right? Technology, once again, talk about YouTube, understanding how to become monetized and how to build a channel and how to build a community, right? These are all skills that are needed to learn, right? Oh, speaking of that, if anybody wants to create a thumbnail for their YouTube channel, send me an email. It's in the description below. It's going to be a price, but hey, I take time away from my 4 little girls and my wife and my personal leisure time. It's going to be a price, right? Same thing if anybody's interested in wanting to know more about real estate. Should they buy a house? Should they not buy a house? What's a good time? This, that, and the third. If you want to talk real estate, I'll do a consulting with you. There's a fee, but go ahead and send me an email. My email's in the description below. We could talk 15, 30 minutes, right? But going back to this homelessness situation, and it stems from lack of higher paying jobs. If I worked at McDonald's and McDonald's was paying me $26 an hour, I could afford to pay rent for $2,200 a month. I think I should be able to. And also forgive us or forgive me if you're experiencing technical difficulties with this video being choppy, right? But we're gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna build it while we fly. It's December, y'all. End of the year's here. We're gonna keep pushing forward. Right? So, okay, mama? All right. Ooh, think she got a little bit of gas. Anyway. Also, homelessness is because, of course, people cannot get their own place to rent or buy a home, whichever one, right? Sadly, a majority of those people are single people, right? So they don't have a spouse. And there are, unfortunately, people under 18 who are also homeless who live with their parents, of course. You know, when I was younger, we used to say a little joke, trying to be funny. And it was, could you give a homeless kid homework? Think about it. Could you give a homeless kid homework? This is the stuff that I used to say as a child. It's pretty messed up. Right? Pretty messed up. But I think a better solution, instead of making small benches, uncomfortable places for people who don't have a home, you know, they're looking for warmth. They're looking for somewhere to rest, lay their head. Now, look, this is one thing that I hope y'all caught. So even though the grade, that grate was uncomfortable, it had like these little half oval mountains or mounds, you know, designed into it and all this craziness, and it was all swervy and all this going on. Did you notice this though, right? So a homeless person can't lay on that. We got you. However, if I'm homeless, I'm by myself, I'm on the street, I see that, it's uncomfortable for me to lay on that, guess where I'm going to go lay at? I'm going to show y'all this. I think y'all missed it. I think y'all really missed it. I'm going to have to point this out to y'all. Watch this. I'm going to share the screen again. And I'm going to point something out to y'all. I want y'all to see this. Because y'all missed it. You see this? You see this right here? We see the grate. We see the grate, right? We see the grate. Do you see right next to the grate on the left side? It's a sidewalk. It's a sidewalk. I would get my little pillow, my little blanket, my little jacket, my little tank top, my little whatever. Make a little pallet right here next to this doggone grate and bundle up right here on the concrete. Now that's me. So this grate that we looking at with all these crazy designs that's so uncomfortable, that's blowing the nice warmth air through here. Okay, granted, maybe I can't get all the warmth of the air. Maybe I grab a couple garbage bags or something, put it on the other side, Maybe I got some tape or something, tape it down, pull a bag over while I'm on the floor, make a real tent, right? So when the air blows, it hit the bag and then it come blow towards my direction. Maybe. But the grand scheme of things is this. This is not stopping homelessness. This is only stopping them from laying right here on the grate. They can still lay right next to the grate. Y'all missing it. They can still lay right next to the grate. All day long, right? It just retarded. Oh, can I say that? Can I say that on YouTube? It's just remedial. It's remedial. And so I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. So I'm also always going to be a component for, people not being homeless and to go out and get trade skills, technical skills, and learn and to be able to get higher paying jobs. And that's part of the solution. As far as New York is concerned, though, they have a lot of big buildings in New York, a lot of skyscrapers. And from what I've seen, due to the pandemic, some of these skyscrapers and buildings are empty. And why not take the money instead of hiring an architect to design these crazy things to prevent people from sitting down and laying down and all this stuff? Take some of that money. It probably didn't cost that much, but take some of that money, put it with the rest of the city budget. Take some money from places y'all always take money from, the mob. Renovate these empty buildings, turn them into mental health facilities. Oh, little baby. Mental health facilities that also have job training, right? For things we talked about, learn about technology, learn how to use YouTube, learn how to do carpentry, learn how to do nursing, all these different skills that's in need, right? Turn those buildings into this one building, into this facility that's multifaceted for people who are homeless. First, mental health. The first 2 floors, mental health. The first 5 floors, mental health. The next 3 floors, training. And on top of those 3 floors, how about the next 3 to 6 floors? Housing. Not permanent housing, just temporary housing for those who are affiliated with the program who are seeking to get better. Temporary housing. Why? Because you're giving them the mental health. You also are giving them the job training skills, right? Even if you got to start from something very basic like how to use a computer, right? How to push the power button on, how to type, where your hand placement should be. I'm no expert, quick, flash typer, but I know some of those skills are needed. Teach people how to do sign language, right? People become interpreters for people who may not be able, who are nonverbal. Maybe they can become sign language teachers. We're teaching our 4-year-old sign language. She's been doing it for a couple of years now, but she's progressing. We can see her progressing in her learning sign language. Is it going to be more harder for someone who's 55 to learn sign language versus someone who's 4 years old? Yes. But if they want it bad enough, they could do it. Right? Plumbing skills, electrician skills, nursing skills, nail techs, whatever it may be. All of these skills and trades will be at this building. And then they get housing, right? Maybe like a dorm type of situation going on up there. I'm giving away too much because the solution is right here in front of us. And the cities and the counties and the government and the states and the federal government don't seem to want to actually do the work. And it's not fair to the people here who are struggling because of a studio apartment costing $2,200. It makes no sense, especially if you don't give people the proper training, skills, mental health, and temporary housing in order to get on their feet. And so what's going on in New York right now? 2 Cent Boxing, what's up? I see you. Peace to you. Peace to you. It's a shame. And so that's it for tonight's show. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I hope y'all was able to hear it. I told y'all this is going to be a little bit ghetto today. And we're going to push forward. We're going to build it while we fly until I find my speaker, my sound effects. I can't even hit y'all with the sound effects. My baby's getting a little fussy. So that's going to be it for tonight. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Clout Chasing. I am Big Clout. This is where we mix the culture with the real estate. Salute to Owen and salute to 2 Cent Boxing and salute to anyone watching this on the replay back. Much love and respect. As always, have a good night and stay positive. Do something positive. If you guys looking for any solutions in order to how to get training for tech jobs, look at my description below. Use my link, get 50% off. Also, if you into stocks or anything like that, use my links in the description below. If you want to listen to some of my music to get your mind off of some things, look at my description below. Play some of my music, some of my old gospel rap music, or some of my street music. It's all love. It's all good. This your boy, Big Clout. Clout Chasing. Until the next show, we out. My people in New York who are on the streets homeless or who are on the verge of being homeless, please look into any and all programs available. And lastly, let me say this. If your local government not really helping you, you by yourself really, or just you and maybe a child or whatever, my other last piece of advice would be, and I know it's not going to be probably what you want to hear, but do what you got to do to get out of the city. You have to move somewhere else. Upstate New York, somewhere else, in the middle of the country somewhere, down south, come to the mid-Atlantic, go to the Midwest or go down south. Whatever you do, don't go to California. Get out of New York if you have the ability, right? Save up what you can save. Grab your backpack or whatever you got. Get up out of there and go find opportunity somewhere else. This your boy, Big Cloud, once again. Peace out. Thanks again for watching.